catch our listeners up a little bit to speed on how did you get into this business? What was that kind of that trigger point for you, and where do you see it going? And then we'll talk more about kind of the motivating part.
Okay. So I got in this business, I'll call it a fortunate accident. Basically, I grew up always at the pool. Always at the pool. I was a pool rat. I was swimming. I was on swim team. My only summer jobs for high school and college were lifeguarding, swim coaching, swim lessons. Loved it. Couldn't stand to be away from the water. I graduated college and I figured, okay, it's time to get a real job. So I got a real job. I wasn't that enthused with it. It was okay. And then my community that I'd managed the pool for the last 4 years prior to that came back to me, and they couldn't find somebody to manage the pool after me. They hired somebody else, did not have such a good experience. And they said, can you come back? And first I thought, well, maybe I'll just do this as a side gig and I can make some extra money. So I did it that first summer. I kind of enjoyed it. And then I ended up picking up 8 more clients by the second summer.
Wow. Just word of mouth?
Just word of mouth. Just word of mouth. And at that point, I had quit. At that point, at the end of my second summer, I decided I'm going to quit my regular job. And I think I want to do this as a career. And I went back to school. I got my MBA at Georgia State in management because I figured my undergrad was in biology, and if I'm going to start a business, I got to get some business skills. Science is great and all, and I had my chemistry on the pool down pat. That part, that part was solid, but business skills I was lacking. So I went back and got my MBA, and that was huge. If I hadn't done that, I would not have been able to grow the business. And so it just kind of went from there. And I saw after only 2 years of what started as an experiment that I could turn this into a life, for me, and maybe even provide for a family. And now, that's 22 years later, I'm still doing this, and I wouldn't do anything else. I can't imagine doing anything else.
So on average, how many pools a year would you manage?
So we have roughly around 200 clients. Those are typically HOAs and condos and private clubs and health clubs and whatnot around the Atlanta area. And about 70 of those we provide staff for, and the rest of them we just do maintenance and chemicals.